Well, welcome back, folks, and this is now our 8th instalment of Mo Star Mind, which is our quiz run in conjunction with Mentos Community Trust. And our volunteer this evening is Mr. Lewis Hawke.
Hello. How you doing? Not bad. Enjoy. Well, the piece for a wee bit, but I think I'm a wee bit bored of it now, so I'm looking forward to having something to do with my night tonight.
So, have you been doing a wee bit of revision in preparation for today then?
No, as I says, my revision's been a case of watching the other boys do the videos, see if any questions might come up again, but that's pretty much all I've got.
Well, let's see how you get on anyway. I mean, I was going to ask you just how you feeling in general. How are things? What you doing with your time at the moment?
At the minute, I'm sort of just taking this time, reset a wee bit, but just try to work on as much as I can. Obviously, you're kind of limited to what you can do from a gym point of view, but you can get kind of creative with it and try and go for runs and whatnot, and do as much resistance stuff as you can. Work on what you feel like you want to be working on, so at least make the most out of the time.
Yeah. So who are you actually self-isolating with at the moment then?
So me and my girlfriend, we live together, so we're together. She's working from home though, so she's not quite got the luxury I have of not really doing anything. But she's still working the 9 to 5 from the kitchen table.
Well, Stevesy had sort of taken over the duties of cook, clean, dishwasher, all that sort of thing. Are you doing something similar?
I'd like to claim that I am, but I think she's still doing a fair bit of it.
So yeah, this working from home lark isn't all it's cracked up to be then.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I mean, are you managing to still find some sort of routine to your day?
Yeah, I think that's a big thing. It's probably quite fortunate that she is working from home, because it allows me to kind of make sure I'm getting up when she gets up. She's still getting up normal time to go to work, and I'll just get up, get a bit of a workout in, or whatever it is I'm working on for that day. Been doing the DIY and whatnot, and just kind of try to keep a bit of a routine rather than just waiting for this to end. That's been sort of the main thing.
I mean, have you found that you've missed football more than you thought you would?
Yeah, no, I think it's one of those ones especially for me coming in January, you come in, try to prove your point and everything and get things going, and then obviously you completely unexpected thing like this happens. It's hard to, it's kind of, I was already raring to go, and then it's just kind of a bit of a blocker on it. So I was already sort of missing it as it is. So it's just kind of intensified that a wee bit, and you can't wait to get back. Can't wait to get back training, and whenever that may be.
Yeah, I suppose it makes you more determined to get back in there and win places, eh?
No, absolutely, and you sort of just follow it best you can, seeing where we'll be sitting, whether they finish off this season or whether it will be going into next season, and seeing where we're at and pushing forward, and however that may be, whatever position we're in. But
it's a very, very, very strange time. But I suppose more importantly than anything, it's about keeping ourselves healthy and keeping safe.
Yeah, absolutely. I think for everyone, we've had your NHS clap and whatnot, that going around it's been good. Sort of keeps everyone together. Realise you're not in this yourself, especially we're in a flat, so you don't see a ton of people just about. But obviously, when you see everyone at the windows, you see that we are all in this together. That sort of famous saying.
Yeah, no, it's important, because obviously at this precise moment of time, I think people are finding it more and more difficult the longer that they're having to stay indoors. So as you say, having the idea that there are other people out there feeling exactly the same ways,
Yeah, oh, absolutely. It's maintaining connections with people. I think I've probably seen more of my mates over house party or Zoom or whatever it may be over the last couple of weeks than I had before. So it's kind of be nice to sort of still keep that communication, speak to your, obviously, whether it be for me, my grandparents and stuff, send them a message, see how they're doing. I think that's an important thing for us all to be doing as well.
Yeah, I think technology has been, a saviour for a lot of people during this time.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Anyway, I'm going to talk a little bit about what the trust are doing for the community of Montrose, because obviously these guys were doing a power of work before COVID-19 turned up, but they're doing even more for us now. And one of the things I'd like to highlight is they've got an essential transport service that they run. So if somebody needs to get to a doctor's appointment, and that can be in Montrose or it can actually be in Nine Wells, they're prepared to take you there in the minibus. It could be that you've got to get to the pharmacist. It could be that you've got shopping to get. Any of those things, if you've got a problem getting there now because public transport's, not running as frequently as it used to, contact the club, contact the trust, and they will organise for you to be collected by the minibus and taken to these places. Now, I think before anybody gets this vision of a minibus full of folk heading towards the doctors, it's simply because it's one person at a time. So there will only be the driver and the one person back in the minibus, and they're there to take them to any of these appointments if they need them. So like I say, anybody who falls into that, all they need to do is contact the trust, and they'll organise a pickup service for them. So obviously you're fairly new to the club, but you had an opportunity to see what the guys at the trust do.
I know a wee bit just because of through my dad's done a bit of work with community projects when he was at Morton, and doing a wee bit now for sort of other clubs. But he sort of gave me an idea of how good of a job Montrose were doing before I even went there. So I had a rough idea going in, but even just seeing the stuff, you obviously see what Care's doing and whatnot. You get a good idea of how much the club does for the community and sort of the surrounding areas as well. It's really good to see, and it does. It makes you proud to play for that club.
Yeah, no, I mean the guys were doing invaluable work before. Their work's even more important now. So, we're delighted to have these guys doing their bit for Montrose, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Right. Most Star Mind. So, very basic. I'll run through the rules with you. You have 90 seconds to answer as many sports-related questions as you possibly can. You can pass on a question if you wish, and I'll give you the answer at the end. If you give an answer and it's wrong, I'll give you the correct answer before I move on to the next question. If the bell goes and I've started the question and I finish it, and you'll get a chance to have a go at answering it. So okay. That's the rules. Are we happy with that?
Yep, sounds good.
Your target to beat is Fleming on 11 points.
11?
Flem's got 11. It was a majestic performance.
I didn't expect that from him at all.
Funnily enough, that's what everybody's saying so far, except him. He was quite quietly confident, I think.
Who's last at the minute?
Rusty. Rusty is last. He's bottom of the tree. He's on 3 points with 4 passes.
Okay.
So that you tell me that's your target rather than 11.
That's more the target I'm looking for there.
Okay. At least you're on. Right, Lewis. Are you ready, buddy?
I'm ready to go.
Okay, so your 90 seconds start now. Over what distance is the men's steeplechase run?
1,200 metres.
It's 3,000 metres. Which Liverpool goalkeeper was accused by the Sun newspaper in 1994 of match fixing?
Pass.
Who is the most successful jump jockey of all time?
Ruby Walsh.
It's AP McCoy. Which club accumulated the lowest number of points ever in the Premier League during the 2007-8 season?
Sunderland.
It was Derby County. How many times did Stephen Henry win snooker's world championship?
5.
It was 7. Which Cameroon player, aged 42, became the oldest goal scorer in World Cup history at the 1994 World Cup?
Pass.
How many times has Brazil won the FIFA World Cup?
5.
Is correct. Which manager was arrested in 2007 following inquiries and allegations of corruption in English football?
Sam Allardyce.
Harry Redknapp.
Oh,
What nationality is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer?
Norwegian.
Correct. Who is the only... Oh, I've started so finish. Who is the only British track and field athlete to have won medals at 3 different Olympic Games?
Oh. Is it... Oh, what's his name? Is it... It's like something Thomas. No idea. No idea.
It was Steve Barclay, the javelin thrower. Oh.
Ah, well.
Okay, Lewis. So, you didn't get 3,000 metres. The goalkeeper, I think you passed on this.
Yeah, I'll pick myself. Grobbelaar, the legs.
Bruce Grobbelaar. You passed on the Cameroon player, the oldest goal scorer in the World Cup, Roger Miller.
Roger
For Cameroon. You got Brazil winning 5. So I think it's that
2.
I think that may be your first one. You got Ole Gunnar Solskjaer being Norwegian. That was number 2. And I'm afraid that's it.
I'll take it. That's fine. It wasn't 0. I think that was my biggest worry. So
every cloud has a silver lining, Lewis. I like your positive attitude.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Is there anyone in particular you feel, oh, I should have got that?
The goalkeeper. That's one that'll just shaky legs. I just always remember that one as well.
The one against I think it was Roma. In
the European Cup.
Yeah.
Ah, well. So
not to be.
It's a weird one when someone's asking questions, your head just goes blank.
You're not the only one that said this, so you're not alone.
Oh, well, for a good cause.
And that is the most important thing. You're promoting the community trusts. So thank you very much for volunteering tonight, Lewis.
No, not a problem at all. Not a problem at all.
Well, look, stay safe, stay healthy, and look forward to seeing you back at Links Park very, very soon.
Likewise, definitely.
Take care, mate.
You too.